Next we have our toleskin line mask, which is going to be for super intolerable skin type, super sensitive, reactive skin type, allergic to everything skin type.
Yes.
So this mask is great for that sensitivity, that tightness, that uncomfortable tightening effect in the skin that we experience when our skin is going through a skin barrier
dysfunction.
Yeah, exactly.
That person that you do the cleanse and they're like,
it's tingly.
Oh yeah, is this have acids in it? And you're like,
yeah, exactly.
No.
Or even for someone who's just over exfoliated the skin, has been using the wrong products. Again, even if the cleanser is burning or tingling, and that's a sign of an impaired skin barrier. So this is going to be a great line for them, a great mask for them, the toleskin mask. It comes in two different things. So you have the sheet mask that comes in individually wrapped, and then it comes in a little serum bottle. You twist off the cap, you pour it into the individually wrapped mask. It's a sheet mask. So you want to massage that, make sure that that serum goes in all over that mask, and then you would apply it onto clean skin, and make sure you just want to press that into the skin. You don't want to add any more irritation to the skin, so you have to be very, very gentle to the skin.
Yes.
So it's going to be a great anti-crisis due to the incense extract in the mask. It has great soothing properties, and from the black currant seed oil, the loofah seed oil. So again, when someone's experiencing this mask is just going to calm and put out the fire in the skin. It's a really great mask, and I've seen just instant reduction of that reactive skin type just almost immediately after using it. We mentioned you can use cryosticks with some of these masks. This is a good one to use with, just to absorb that heat from the skin. I just wouldn't put it too cold.
Yeah, so usually if your cryosticks are in a bucket of ice, you want to take them out at the beginning of the treatment, give them a chance to
cool up a little bit,
or warm up a little bit. And they'll still be very cold. They hold.
They retain.
They retain cold even if they weren't in ice in the first place. They're like, if you just touch into your face, just like they've been laying on the counter. The stainless steel is usually pretty cold. And it's the only sterile line in this.
They have it made in a completely separate factory from the rest of the Biologique products.
Yes. So, okay, next we have our cofactors. So these are masks that we usually only use in the treatment room. We can use them in place of a booster or in addition to a booster. I'm going to talk about Biologique feerie mask. So this one is best for, you can use it other times too, but it's really intended to use after the micropuncture. So after the micropuncture treatment, you put this mask on, and it really just soothes, hydrates. It's a very kind of a gooey mask. Like, I mean that in the best way possible. It just feels so good. And just massage it on. You can do the cryo sticks over it just to take down any inflammation and redness. And then, when you remove it, there's extra product as well. I would use it on the décolleté and really just continue to massage that product into the face until it absorbs. And it just gives a beautiful result. This is a really wonderful post-treatment mask. And it doesn't have to be micropuncture. You could use it, for other, procedures as well. It's a good post-procedure mask.
Another one of our favorite masks is the caviar vert mask, and that sheet mask is a little bit different than the rest of the sheet masks that Biologique Recherche has. It's so thick and just really even silky, I would say. It just feels so nice and thick on the skin. It's great for fine lines. It's great for deep wrinkles. I left it on during the treatment room for even 30 minutes. While it was like a 90-minute treatment, but it's got these extra polysaccharides which sits so nice on top of the skin, creating that nice plump look on the skin. It's super hydrating. It's someone who's going to be not just preventing fine lines, but if you already have them, it'll help them even. I've seen it turn them to fine lines.
Yes.
I was highly, highly impressed with this sheet mask. It's a sheet mask, right? You're thinking it's a wonderful, great sheet mask to use. You do want to manipulate the skin before applying it, or at least that's how I've seen best results.
Yeah.
And by manipulation, I just mean like, if let's say you have the fine lines up here or here or here, I'm manipulating it. I'm creating that stimulation of blood flow on those fine lines in the area. So if lines are going this way, you want to plump against them, because remember, fine lines are continuous
expressions,
right?
Dynamic
movements. Exactly. So you want to stimulate it before applying the mask for best results. Once you apply the mask, you continue to manipulate, smooth it out as it tells you on the back of the mask. But as the mask is on, again, CryoSticks is going to be fantastic for that depuffing, all of that firming of the skin. And again, continue to manipulate the areas where they have those deeper lines or fine lines. I leave it on, I do the massage, and this is something that you just, after you remove the mask, you continue to stimulate and plump those areas again, a few more passes over the skin, and just really just massage that serum into the skin. This sheet mask has green caviar in it, so it is a marine based product, so definitely avoid if you have any allergies or shellfish allergies. Yeah, exactly. It's a no-no.
The next cofactor we're going to talk about is patches defatigants. These are wonderful eye patches. They're puffing. They have caffeine for microcirculation. They also just help to hydrate the eye area, so these are great before an event. It has Mimosa albizia, caffeine, like I mentioned. It has St. Paul's wort, and also hyaluronic acid. So these are one of my favorites. I would not recommend sleeping in them because they are so hydrating. They will make you puffy. But just doing them, right before an event, obviously before a wedding or something like that, you want to do a little test run first. But just a wonderful hydrating mask for the eyes.
Right. It's they're called defatigants for like tired eyes as well, which is why we have the caffeine in it. So it's going to be giving you more like an alert look to the eye area.
Yes. Which we all want.
Right. One really cool thing that I like about these eye patches is that it goes on top and on the bottom. So I've never seen anything like it before. So it's a little different. The thicker side goes on the bottom, the thinner side goes on the top, and you look exactly like this,
Yes, and it has like a little notch on it too that goes on the top, which if you're like not sure which way it goes, the little notch.
Yes, I will say when you first open the sheet mask, or the eye patches, I mean, it looks like there's just one inside, but you have to remove the honeycomb protective film on it, and then that nice gooiness texture you'll see, apply it on the eye, obviously always on clean skin.
Yeah, so you take off the blue first, lay it down, and then there's another one that you take off as well, which the first time I used them, I was like, oh my gosh, there's so many layers and peeling it off, and you definitely don't want to do this for the first time in the dark, because you will be looking for that paper and trying to divide them up, but yeah, wonderful eye mask.
Very cool ones. Next we have our Platysma mask, and that one goes around the ear, around the jawline contour for that platysma muscle area, and this is going to be more for that sagging, lifting effect on the skin. This is a really, really great one to help kind of like define the jawline area for that more like chiseled look.
Yes, because the platysma bands just pull down constantly on our jawline.
Now, it looks a little funny, but you definitely have to go around and loop it around that ear area so that it is holding on here. You'll have 4 different actual loops in the mask. So the first one is the bigger one, and it goes around the ears, and then there's you would have some hanging ones around here, and then you would loop those around so that it is completely covering this entire area here. It has red algae for that lifting effect. It has black crowberry juice for the tightening effect in the skin. So lifting, sculpting even. Again, great with use of CryoSticks for that extra lifting and depuffing effect. With the CryoSticks, you can even do a little bit of that lymphatic movement to stimulate some of that fluid that's like around this area here to drain it and give it a bigger effect on the skin.
Absolutely. Okay, our final cofactor is Lift Kiss. So this is a lip mask. It really adds a lot of plumping. I like to sometimes use like a little bit of P50 first. Just pat it onto the lips, give it a nice exfoliation, and then put this mask on. It has a little slit in it, so if you have someone who's claustrophobic, or if you yourself are claustrophobic, you can still breathe through your mouth while this mask is on. This mask contains a hyaluronic acid of a low molecular weight, so it really soaks deep into the skin and really gives you that plump look. It has Acnelia Oleracea extract, and it also has some carob seed extract. So this is a wonderful mask, you know, obviously before an event, something that you want your lips to be nice and plump. If you want to apply a lipstick and have it look smooth, or just to have a
little bit more filled in.
Yes, nice plump lip.